Well, as we were discussing, Obama returning to the campaign trail for the presidential election with the installed Democratic nominee Kamala Harris trying desperately to help her, noticing a lack of enthusiasm amidst her own base, specifically young black male voters. Let's bring in former White House advisor to the Trump administration and host of the Gorka reality check right here on Newsmax, Dr. Gorka. Dr. Gorka, I just saw this coming across our news desk. Wall Street Journal reporting Trump leading Harris in all swing states. Not good. Not good. Her own base. I mean, let's look at this with Obama, what he said. He called out black male voters saying, we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all parts of our neighborhood and communities as we saw when I was running. I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. What do you think about this, Dr. Gorka?
It just makes me laugh. It just makes me smile. The brothers. This is a guy who went to one of the most exclusive schools, the Punahou School in Hawaii. And he's talking like he's from the South Side? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the multiple fake accents that Kamala, who grew up in Canada. Weird how they always forget that she grew up in Canada and whose dad was the professor in Stanford, how she uses these different accents in different locales. It's the classic disingenuous politician. It's the pandering. But look, we know behind the scenes that these two people hate each other. I mean, it was a real stab in the front, not the back, from Biden that he gave his delegates to Kamala, because we know Obama wanted an open primary when he stepped down. So the idea that Obama, who hates Kamala, is now campaigning for her, that is not a good sign for the Democrats.
Well, desperate Dems call for desperate measures. What trick you think they'll pull out of their sleeve this time around? Because, I mean, if she doesn't have her own base, right, black male voters, it doesn't get, right, that's their base. She doesn't even have them. Then who does she have?
Well, that's the question. I mean, look at the incredible decision by the Teamsters Union. Since 1996, the Teamsters have endorsed every single Democrat candidate for the presidency. And then this year, Sean, the president, says, we're not going to endorse any candidate because we're not sure what our membership wants. You mean the membership, who in an internal poll said 58.9% of them are going to vote for my former boss, President Trump? She doesn't even have the unions. Forget the black vote. So this is disastrous for them. What are they going to pull out? Look, they tried the October surprise with this outrageous Jack Smith laundering of the same old tired smears that we knew weren't true the first time around. That story just disappeared. That was over a week ago, totally forgotten by the American public. So I think the only thing they've got left is what Tim Walz says, this attempt to desperately naturalize illegals. Can they somehow get illegals under the wire in certain districts where identities and signatures aren't checked? I don't know, but they are at the end of the rope for their Hail Mary passes. We are, what, 3 weeks away from the election, my friend?